Hello everybody. Today we are going to do some gentle stretches and meditation about the new moon that we're coming into. It's already been, but it's still like very near the new moon, and we're going to talk about that. But as usual, before we start, I need you to kind of try to get yourself comfortable. Make sure you got socks, hats, cushions, whatever you think you might need during our meditation. You get yourself set. If you have candles, you light them up, and if you've got aromatherapy oil, you get it near you so you don't have to go looking for it. And then we're gonna chant 3 times just to arrive. So this is how we start. So you don't want to chant, you can just breathe as deeply as you can. Okay, take a deep breath in, sitting upright. And just arriving in your pose, just sit as comfortably as you can. We're just gonna start with some aromatherapy oil. So I'm sitting on my toes whilst I'm doing this because I feel I can wake up a lot of meridians in the body, and then I can connect with my legs, because most of our meditation happens on the seated pose. You get tired in the legs, so if you sit onto the toes, so you're getting the spread the toes out and then sit. If this feels too uncomfortable, you can put a cushion under the knees, cushion under the heels, and you're trying your best to stay there. You might not be able to stay there long, but whilst we are doing the facial massage and the aromatherapy oil spreading on our nostrils, that's why we can just try to stay here. As I said, if you can't stay like this, just do it in a way that you're comfortable. So I put some oils in my palm. I bring my hands in front of my face and I rub them up and down. Then all the smells come through my nostrils. We are going to go and do alternate nostril breathing. So you need to be able to become aware of how you're breathing in each side of the nose. So having this smell opens up your senses, and you become more aware of your breathing and the senses of the breath and the smell. You can just connect a bit more. Then just tap around the face, avoiding the eyes. Please don't put it in your eyes. Just around your face. And just rub the oil underneath the chin, alongside the chin, next to the nostrils. We just massage it in so you can keep smelling, and just makes you feel relaxed when you have nice smells. Then I kind of go to my third eye between my eyebrows, so you get the fingers kind of rub in front of the eyebrows. If you are tired on the toes, you can now sit in a normal position. It's been a while. Just rub the third eye and relax. Just gentle rubs now. I just need to change my foot positioning because I can't stay there anymore. And just this one makes me feel more relaxed as soon as I set on my feet. I feel more relaxed now. Stretching through my ankles. And just noticing my forehead. And I'm gonna rub it alongside it gently with my fingers. And just sigh the tension away. Remembering how much tension we can keep through our face. Our faces can be distorting, our emotions show in our face. So then you just realize you're holding on to tension around the maybe eyes. I don't touch my eyes, just go on the temples and on the cheekbone here. Then you realize sometimes you're frowning and there's lines appear in the forehead, and you keep frowning without even noticing. So now is the time to notice what happens to your face. And just try to relax all the muscles. So you can keep massaging the cheeks. I went onto my chin, I'm kind of massaging my chin. And just relaxing more. Then you might feel all these emotions coming out and you're realizing, oh my goodness, I need to sigh, let go. Arrive in your meditation and try to relax. Now I moved on to my neck. If you put one hand onto the neck and you start just pulling the fingers down, so it's like a very passive way of stretching and massaging your neck. So you're not trying to kind of go elbow up because that's gonna tire you out. You wanna just hold the elbow down, allow the gravity to pull you. So using that energy to ground. And then you go alongside the ear. You can scratch the back of the ear. Relax the throat. Sometimes we hold on to our emotions in the throat chakra here because you just kind of want to say things, maybe you can't get them out, and then that can cause tightness around the throat. So just try to relax it now. And the other hand goes other side of the neck. And I want you to now notice which side was more tense, which side feels easier, or what kind of feelings did you feel on one side and the other side. Are they the same? Are they different? Just notice, not judging it, just noticing all these things. And you go on the back of the ear here. And then the throat. Again, I tend to keep a lot of tension here because I'm always teaching and using my throat, so my vocals are tired, so I can feel that. So this is what's good for me now. I'm noticing that. You might be feeling different things. Then I go on the top of my head. I'm just gonna scratch your top of the crown. All the way in the middle of the hemisphere, so you're going like right way through the front of the head to the back of the head. You're making this line, and then you got the right side and the left side, so the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere of our brains. So when you doing this scratching, again, you're gonna feel one side feels different than the other side. This is only normal. One side of our brain lobe is relating to something, and one other side relates to something else. So we got all this connection. So it's only normal to feel different. We don't judge it. We're just noticing which side feels much easier or maybe the same. Who knows? Just keep asking questions there as you're scratching your head. And then we settle. Just do nothing for a while. And breathe. A couple more times. You might be still feeling that lovely massage in the head and the face. You might feel like you need to recline on the wall. You can rest your head and your shoulders on the wall if you already feel, okay, I'm relaxed. I want to be a bit more passive. Then you can lean against the wall. Keep breathing. Don't stop the breath. Constantly breathing. And just try to relax. Now I'm going to change my legs into crossed legs because we've been sitting on our feet. You can stay as you are, but you can do what I'm doing. So I'm bring one foot in front of the other, and I'm going to support it with a block there. So I'm not going to make my life too hard. So I can just feel one knee in front of the other. So it's like a box pose. And we will change it eventually, but just stay here for a while. So we are going through the alternate nostril breathing next. So you get your right hand and you push the index finger and the middle finger down, and you get the thumb and other two fingers in front of your face. Right thumb is on the right nostril. Your ring finger and the little finger is on the left nostril. First, you need to breathe in and out regularly, like normal. Now just shut the right nostril with your right thumb. Breathe through your left. Just 4 count. Then shut the nostrils so that you can retain for 4. Then open the right nostril and breathe out for 4. Inhale in for 4. Through the right nostril, retain. And exhale out for 4. And inhale it through the left nostril and retain for 4. This time try to extend the exhalation out through the right nostril, maybe up to 6. Inhale for 4. Retain for 4. Exhale for 6. Out through the left nostril now. And inhale. And now keep going in your own way. I'm just going to try to explain a few things whilst you're practicing. So you're just starting with the low count as you are. Just keep doing it whilst I'm talking. But we're going to try to extend the exhalation to 8. And the retention to like as far up as you can, up to 16. We don't expect to go to 16 straight away. We're just going to count. So I'm going to start for myself. Say I'm going to retain for 8. So it's inhale for 4, retain 8, exhale for 8. That might be too hard for you. So you just might have to start with 6 on the retention. Let's see how you do. Keep it going, inhaling for 4, retain. If you can't go higher now, you can count to whichever number you're going to, but make sure you don't run out of breath and it's not too difficult for you. We are trying to kind of balance our brains. We're not trying to make our lives hard here. Hopefully you're getting more and more relaxed whilst you're doing this alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to keep you here for a while longer because the more you practice, the more easy it becomes. the calmer your mind will be for our meditation. And we want to feel that, so just keep practicing. If it's feeling hard, you can stop and start again. Last round, left and right. You finish with left nostril exhalation, that will be the end of it. Then relax and sit with your breath for a while, just breathe naturally. Hopefully you feel really oxygenated now that your nostrils are cleansed, so it's easy for you to breathe. You might feel exhausted because we were using a lot of retention, which kind of gets your body a bit tired. So you can recline on the wall if you're feeling exhausted. If your legs are being pins and needles, you can move one foot behind, other foot in the front. So you can change them around. So you get to feel a little bit more different movement in the blood vessels of the legs. So it's easier for you. So you can also check that your spine is moving in a softer position, so it's not hurting you. You can always lift your knees off the ground and place them back down, shuffle your hips. That can also make you feel more relaxed. So we can start now. We are comfortable in our seats, so make sure that has happened. Your breathing is more balanced on the right and left now, and it's maybe like not as deep or forced. We massage our faces and head. Remember, try to relax all the muscles there still. And sigh a couple times, because sometimes sitting still is the hardest thing in the world. And if you're not used to sitting in a long period of time, you can always lie down. That can be okay. But try to stay awake during the meditation. It's important. So we were saying in the beginning about the new moon. We are in November, and this new moon in Scorpio. And it's just the winter is around the corner. So the harvest is being. Now we're just kind of getting rid of all the things that we don't need, and we need to start fresh. And also get ready for the winter months ahead. So there's a lot to think and consider about here. So when we're going through our meditation, I want you to just start paying attention to your body so that you're connecting with it, but also just start thinking about things that you can get rid of and allow things to pass and die away. Like end of the harvest, the stalks in the ground, they die and just disintegrate into the ground, and you don't expect them to come back to life. They just go. And just like that, our ideas that we thought that we had amazing ideas, maybe for a while they might have served us, but now it might be the time to let them go. So I want you to just have a little check to see if there is something that you can recalibrate something that's not working for you anymore. And you can just try to find out what it is first and analyze it in your subconscious. Then you can start letting go, and then maybe look for different answers somewhere else. Before we go and do all that hard work, I want you to again change the legs into the butterfly position. If you want to do this, it's okay. Otherwise you're lying down and reclining on the wall, that's also okay. Sometimes the poses we get into can make us actually concentrate better. So where we did the alternate nostril breathing, so the right side and the left side. Now I want you to think about the right knee and the left knee, right foot and left foot, and your seat bones on the right and left. So as our legs in this butterfly pose, you start noticing your right foot and your right knee, right hip. Just make it like a half diamond there, and then you just notice the left side now, the left foot, the left knee, and the left hip. Other part of the diamond is on that side. Now just notice which side feels more relaxed, which side feels more dominant, which side feels more pins and needles or more discomfort. Which side feels more relaxed and just as easy for you to be there. Without judging, just living your legs now. Living in your right ankle, right shin, right knee, right seat bone. What do you feel sitting on the right side? Now think about the left foot, left shin, your left knee, left thigh, left seat bone, left hip. How does it feel to be sitting on the left? Visualize yourself only just in like this half dual way, one side and the other side first. Because I always feel different on my left side. I always feel dominant on my right side. It might be the other way around for you. You just always notice that one side always wants to take over, always wants to direct your intention and just rule the world. The other side just tags along sometimes, and you know that. You are aware of it, but it doesn't bother you. But here we want to just see whether we can be more balanced, so that actually we don't drive with just one point of view, we can see the other points of view. Maybe we have to listen to our less dominant side time to time, because they can actually teach us more different things when you slow down. And maybe just let go of the power also time to time, because if you hold on to too much power and control, you can also feel so disconnected from reality, because you won't have time to listen to other opinions, you won't care for other people, you'll just start becoming imbalanced in a way that is gonna actually eventually be destructive towards your life. Now here, as we sit, we want to feel the connection between my right toe all the way up to my right hip, all the way down the left side and into my left toes. Even though my toes touching each other, they don't feel each other right now. I want them to kind of go via the hips and then connect. We're trying to send this signal through the right foot into the right hip, into the left hip, down the left leg, into the left foot. So you're trying to connect. Just keep working on it. Sometimes it's not easy making connections. Sometimes it's not easy to relax. When you tell yourself to relax, sometimes it's just like that's something that you don't want to do. You get stubborn. So your body is the same. It's very hard to let go if you don't know that you were actually holding on to something. So to realize what you're holding on to first is the biggest challenge. So you have to dig deep. Can your right foot connect to the left foot? Can the left foot listen to the right foot? Or they just want to go on doing their own thing and they don't want to connect. Try to find mutual ground where they can both exist in harmony. I want you to now cross your legs again. And you'll find one side will go in front. It doesn't matter which side it goes. But just as you cross your legs, I raise my hip up. And I'm creating this kind of infinity sign. So where I am sitting now, I don't know where my right foot is, my left foot is. They all kind of intertwine with each other. And I just feel more grounded through my seat bones. You could be lying down to do this. So you could be on your back and you're crossing the legs as you're lying down. That could be there. Or you can recline on the wall. Even if you're lying down, try to find connection through the pelvis onto the ground for me. You could bend your knees, feet on the floor. That could give you a better connection. Now you're visualizing your legs become one. And you feel your foundation is getting stronger. The struggles between right leg and the left leg is kind of subsided a bit, and you feel they're connected. Because they communicate well, you feel more secure. You know that your spine is going to be able to hold its body weight. It's got connection on the ground. It's not being pulled to the sides. It's right in the middle and sitting upright. And you're trying to move your hips side to side a little bit. Wriggle the tail forwards and backwards. Maybe rock onto your tailbone and back. So that you can try to get more connection to the pelvis. And you're opening up the pelvic chakras here. So you feel there's nothing that is holding you back now. You're ready to let go. Now we're going to try to think about the spine and how you're sitting. And are you engaging your core muscles to sit upright? If you're not, just try to engage a little bit more and stay straight in the spine. And just breathe and sigh away your tension again. This time you might feel the tension starts coming in the back because you started paying attention to it. So you can twist your body slowly one way and slowly the other way. And you'll see one side will go right way around and the other side possibly won't. Or they're both the same. Who knows? You're all different. I just want you to continue to twist one way without opening your eyes, but turn the neck as well. So you're just in the space you're sitting. Or if you're lying down, you'll just have to twist the knees one side and the knees other side. And just trying to notice how much more the spine can move. If your sense is all shut, you're just only thinking that you're the spine. You don't think of any other part now. You're just the spine. And your spine is waking, twisting, actually feeling great. Then eventually come to settle in the middle. You made your foundation solid. Now your spine is feeling more balanced. And you're not feeling one side is harder than other side anymore. Just sigh the shoulders down next. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your fingers, elbows. Now you want your arms to connect with each other. Even though they connect to the torso, they don't actually connect with each other. So your right hand doesn't know about left hand. You never get up in the morning and say, hello my right hand, hello my left hand. They don't talk to each other. So the only way they can connect is if you mindfully send your attention to it. So my right arm is always dominant. I can't do anything with my left hand. And time to time I just really just don't see why it's there, but of course it's doing a lot of things that I'm not noticing that it's doing. Because I'm always drawing with my right arm, I tend to ignore my left side. So now I want to pay attention. Start noticing what your left hand does or your right hand does if your right hand is the submissive one. And start noticing how much you're taking for granted. How your body does so much for you without even protesting. Now start noticing when you start sending compassion towards your weaker side, what kind of feeling you're feeling. You might start noticing certain things or emotions that are attached to this. Watch the emotions come and go. Don't judge them. Don't be afraid if it's feeling, oh God, I shouldn't have done this or I shouldn't have done that. You might start feeling regret about things you haven't done or things that you've done that you regret. Just let them come and go, whatever thoughts in your mind. You're allowing them to run their course and eventually they will just go away again. And you'll be back thinking about your left arm and right arm. Check your breath so you're not holding on to your breath. You want to feel the groundedness through the hips. You can move again if you need to. But just try to make your arms communicate. I'm finding it very hard because maybe my arms work hard. I feel quite exhausted thinking about my arms. They don't want to lift now. They just feel like jelly. And my breathing got a bit tighter because your left arm is attached to the left side of your torso, which is attached to your heart. So you might feel the heart chakra is getting challenged a little because you're working with this area through the heart and the arms. A lot of anger sits in our arms as well, so sometimes we get angry with things that we're not aware of. Maybe it's coming out now and you're feeling the aggression. Sigh it all away. Whatever is coming in your way, just get rid of it. The negative thoughts, so you can dig down into the truth beyond this duality, maybe imbalances in our lives, and start seeing who's responsible. So I am responsible for my arms. If I feel they're not connecting, it's me. There's no one else affecting that. So I have to work hard, try to get my left hand to feel a bit more in the party with me. So start noticing the habits that you want to get rid of and you can't get rid of them. Start noticing what is actually not serving you anymore. And why should you be hanging on to something if you no longer need it? And why do you need to feel the same each and every day? Nobody feels the same every day. It's not natural. But us humans, we condition ourselves, we control our environment so much just to get ourselves feel secure. But in doing so, we become our own prisoners of our emotions and egos. So without realizing, trying to protect ourselves, we become ill because we are holding on to things. And we are not able to see what we are doing wrong. So just search deep down. What is it that you really need to get rid of? What is it that you need to change? And work with that. If you're feeling really like confronted with big emotions, just you can recline or move the arms. If you're getting heavy, move your shoulders, move your neck. Shift the energy. If you feel you can't breathe anymore, tight chest, sigh it out. Nobody is judging me. Only you can judge you. And you shouldn't. Because we're only human, we are learning each and every day about ourselves, about things. What you are aware today, you weren't aware yesterday. That's not a crime. Just try to find the truth, face the truth, and recognize when something has to die, it has to go. Recognize what it is, then you'll let it go when it's time, I'm sure of it. But just become more truthful to yourselves, to your soul. What does your soul want? Rather than what does your ego want. Now on the lighter notes, so just come back to the shoulders, turn your neck, maybe tuck the chin to chest, lift the head up, feel the spine move, feel the mood shift. Now you want to open the heart chakra a bit more, just keep breathing, keep shining your chest forwards. Even if you're lying down, you can still shine the chest forwards and elongate your neck. Now that you know what you must get rid of, now that you know what must be more balanced, or you have kind of vague idea what you can do to better these issues, I want you to think about what you want for the month ahead. So we are getting rid of something for what? What do we want instead? What is your desire? Now we need to start finding the affirmations so that when we decide to change something, we are actually active about doing something about it rather than wishing it to happen to us. So that you're making sure when you open space, that space is filled with something that you truly want. You're not just going to go out and buy something that you don't need. So if you want next month to be like more healthy, just you want to eat healthier, you want to go out every day, maybe that this is your information. It could be as small as that. I have to go walk every day. That could be your affirmation for the month. We don't always have to want things, like do a lot. Small changes can be good too. So whatever it is that you want to change, you want to start something new, just check to see that is what you want. Is it really what you want to start? Or is it something else? Maybe it was something yesterday, now it's changed. Just think about your intentions for the month ahead. For the winter that's coming in front, the dark days. Just get prepared. Have a plan. So each day you get up, you look forward to that day. So you can go ahead trying to establish what you set out to do. So keep making the list. Think about the thing you want to achieve this month, no matter how small. And think about how you're going to achieve this thing. So I gave an example of the walk. So you get up tomorrow, you go for a walk. If it's raining, you take an umbrella, you get a raincoat. So you will have no excuse. You're just gonna go and take that walk. And the day after, you'll go for a longer walk, and so on. And whatever the reason, you might think that you can't do it, because you're now putting the intention in your subconscious. You're gonna go, no, it doesn't matter, I can still do it. So you can have positive affirmations lacing in your mind. Just make the list. You're rewriting history. You're in charge of your own life. What do you really want to do? And you feel the mood shift, because when you start thinking about desires or the new things to do, you get excited. Start noticing how your heart starts going, oh, I'm gonna do something amazing, and you're gonna get up in the morning and ready to do it tomorrow, and you're gonna try to keep the energy going. So visualize all the things that you're gonna do for this month, each and every day. Make the list. It actually feels good to know what to do. It actually feels good to have ambitions or dreams or desires, so as long as they don't take over and they don't rule all your life. Now you made your list. I want you to start thinking about your body again. And just maybe move again. Maybe you want to stretch your legs out slowly. Maybe you want to recline and rock the legs, or bend the knees to rock the legs. Whichever feels right, just move a little bit. See how your legs are feeling now. Touch the feet. Touch the hips. Touch your chest, your back, your spine, your arms. And just sit silently for 60 more seconds. Just run through what we've done. Just filling the body and the mind with joyous thoughts, and thanking the stars and the heavens that we are still alive, and we are here, and we are aware, and we are able to do so much. I'm gonna chant 3 times Om, 3 times Shanti again. Sit upright, get yourself comfortable. Oh. Shanti, Shanti. Let the sound penetrate and gently float your arms up. Join your palms, bring your hands to your face, to your chin, to your chest. Thank you very much.